total eclipse of the sun is just a month away, and communities around the state are preparing to host the largest number of tourists they've ever seen. And for many of the state's smaller communities, grant money is going a long way to make their events possible. Clayton Baumgarth has more.
When the eclipse passes over Indiana on April 8th, it will mark a massive increase in visitors to rural parts of the state that normally see a small number of tourists. These towns and groups are eager to make the most out of this opportunity by providing free events and activities to both local community members and visitors alike. For example, the town of Shoals is preparing to host a viewing event at its local baseball field.
It'll be a free event. We'll have 1,000 free glasses to give away. We'll have local vendors of baked goods, handicrafts. We have a lot of local businesses that will be participating with specials and their own items as far as being eclipse themed as well.
In Spencer, the Spencer Pride Group is planning a robust day filled with activities, including an eclipse photography workshop, a science-themed drag show, and local history lessons highlighting inclusivity in the area.
Whether it's women's suffragist movement, civil rights, or the work of our own Spencer Pride organization. There's been a lot of, this is a legacy of work that's happened in our small community over many years.
For Spencer Pride, the totality is an opportunity to educate people and challenge the ideas they may have on those who live in rural areas.
Maybe their perceptions of what a small town in a very rural conservative area is, maybe they'll have some of those misconceptions challenged, right?
And in another part of the state in Vincennes, the Knox County Association of Remarkable Citizens will host an event focused on allowing everyone, including those with special needs, to enjoy the eclipse.
A lot of them, don't have the opportunity to go out to different events, to do different things. Whether it be finances or whether it be just because of their disability. And so this is amazing because we're making this, adaptable to everybody of all abilities.
Their event will have all the usual trimmings like music and food, but also crafting areas, karaoke, and tools that provide sensory input for those who experience the eclipse in their own way, such as people who can't see.
When the light moves over the box, the tone on the speaker will change, so they can enjoy it just like we can. So just in a different way, but it's still a really neat event that we can share with them.
All of these events require time, planning, and perhaps most importantly, money, something that's not always available to smaller towns and organizations.
Spencer Pride didn't plan from a financial perspective well in advance to be hosting thousands and thousands of people at an event mid-year. So this is in the middle of our fiscal year here. It would have been a challenge for us to kind of readjust.
But thanks to the Center for Rural Engagement at IU, all these events have been made possible thanks to micro grants the groups applied for and won.
We were able to offer micro grants to 30 communities. So these micro grants were in the amount of $2,000 to support their arts and cultural community activities around the solar eclipse.
The $60,000 was made possible thanks to the Simons Foundation and its Path to Totality initiative. Deckard says the support not only allows for the events to take place, but provides a launching point for future tourist opportunities.
This is an opportunity to build that capacity as well as those relationships between communities and with Indiana University. And so we really see this as a spring point for communities to think about how they can attract visitors for other types of events.
And while it might not seem like a lot at first glance, for many the grant money is fundamental to ensuring events like this can take place.
For our event, the $2,000 micro grant has pretty much made us have no limits with what we want to do.
In fact, the micro grants represent some of the only available additional funding for these groups and towns. The State Office of Community and Rural Affairs offered information and planning tools, but no additional money. One of the pieces of technical support they're providing is information from the town of Sweetwater, Tennessee, where a total eclipse was celebrated in 2017. The office is hoping to learn from the town's experiences in dealing with a large influx of visitors.
You don't really know what to expect. You just kind of plan for a bunch of people to be there. And that was one of the things that we heard was just kind of traffic issues, hotel, camping space in their case.
As Bennett puts it, the importance that communities capitalize on the totality event cannot be overstated.
You can't create an event that's going to draw this many people. I mean, it just doesn't happen. It's very rare. And so everybody can participate. This gives them an opportunity to be able to bring some money back into the community and showcase themselves.
All said, it appears communities and groups are looking for ways to use the grant money to create viewing events that are fun, educational, and inclusive for all. For Indiana News Desk, I'm Clayton Baumgarth.
Now, experts are warning about the dangers of viewing the eclipse without proper eyewear, as looking directly at the sun during an eclipse could lead to permanent damage.
No amount of glasses or contacts or surgery can fix that. There is no cure or treatment, so the main thing would be prevention.
You'll need a solar eclipse filter or special solar eclipse glasses to view the big event. Solar eclipse safety glasses are available to purchase at state parks and a number of retail outlets. For more eclipse-related news and coverage, or to ask questions about the upcoming event, visit WTIU.org/eclipse.